everybody. Welcome to another one of our pattern hack tutorials. This time we're going to do our leggings pattern, and once again I'm working with an itty bitty pattern so you can see what I'm doing all in one go. So yeah, this is the entire pattern. This is your leggings, and this is a little patch pocket. I like to have a little patch pocket on the back of my leggings in case I need to drop my phone in there or whatever. So that's optional. You can use that or not. Here's how this pattern works. This is where your outseam would be, and then this is your front, and this is your back. You can tell because the back scoop is bigger because you got more booty than you do in the front. And this pattern has this magic line down the middle, and that's what you're going to be using to hack this pattern. So let's say that you've got a little bit of a tummy or whatever, or you have skinny legs, but you're a little bit wider here. We've made it easy for you with this line, and you can just do this. So if you've got your skinny ankles, but you need a little more room on top, let's get that a little further down. You can literally do that and just spread that by however much you need extra around one side of your body, because this is one leg, and then when you cut out two of them, you've got two legs. When you're cutting this out, take a little tip from me and mark the outside of your fabric, especially if you're using something that's like monochrome that isn't a print, because I have made two left legs too many times. So make sure you've got the outside of your fabric marked. So let's say you need like an extra inch here, so you'll just spread that an inch. But you'll see that the ankle is still the same size, because most people's ankles are pretty close to the same size. Also, if you're measuring this pattern, this is the measurement from center back to center front right here. Don't forget that you're making this out of a stretch knit, and it's going to have a little bit of negative ease. So let's say you're using a stretch knit that has 50% stretch across the bulk of your fabric, again, across the grain of your fabric, then this measurement here can be up to like 20% smaller than you are. So just keep that in mind. But if you want to make sure it's not too tight, if you need a little extra room, if this measurement is like half of your size, then yeah, you're going to want to do that. It's just that simple. Just that simple. If you, you'll see that it goes down in front. If you have like a reverse tilt, like if your waist is higher in front than it is in back, you're probably going to want to do that right there. Same thing here. Like this tilts up in the back because frankly, that's my shape. And I make these for me, and then you get to try them too. So you can adjust that tilt any way you go. I actually like to cut my leggings super long and then try them on before I fold over the top, because every fabric's a little different. Some stretch knits are 2-way, some are 4-way, and so you don't really know where that's going to land until you try it on. So I actually cut a couple inches higher than my pattern so that I can put them on, put my elastic around my waist, fold over the top, and really see where I want it to be, and then I can trim off whatever extra that I've used. Here, I'm going to close this up for just a minute. Let's just do that. If you are very tall or you have very short legs, probably right about here, you're either going to want to cut that and spread it if you're very tall, or you might take like a little fold in that and then straighten out that line if you have very short legs, or if you're a peanut, if you're a little tiny person. So that is about that for just adjusting for size and shape. Now, here's another hack for adjusting the style. I like to make my leggings sometimes as sort of comfy like yoga pants. And in that case, I just do this. So it's just going to be a little bit roomier. It's not going to like fit tight at the bottom like leggings. Or if you want it tight on top, but you want a little bit of a boot cut, you can do that. You can also color block these. So like if you want some sort of cool shape where like this will be black, but then this will be a color, you can do that and then cut your pattern there. Just remember to put your seam allowance here and your seam allowance here. So you're going to need extra seam allowance wherever that cut is. And you can make that cut any shape you want. You can do anything you want. You can do multiple ones. I also sometimes when I'm making sort of looser pants, what I'll do is I'll cut these a little bit short and then I'll put a cuff here. Sometimes I'll do a cuff that like wraps around and has buttons on the side. There's tons that you can do with this pattern. So there you go. That's the basic hacks for our leggings pattern, and I hope you'll give this a try. It's super fun to do. You can make these out of a single yard or yard and a quarter, depending on how tall you are, of fabric, and just like try some stuff, see what happens. It's really fun. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll see you again next time.